Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Man open left side is Brown. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 24, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. To throw again is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Jackson running again. Oh, he shifts past him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's caught right side by Daniels.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him and they mark him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 16, Jackson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. The quick feet by Jackson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can...
And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. A quick throw here out to Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
On second down, here's the option.
And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Murray now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target to tie in.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Jackson
out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Jackson steps away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on a try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
The NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Moore now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own
24. First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit them with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, this is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his left. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go play action with Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. steps away.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
And he fires one, but incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They do go for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams there to make the grab. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other. Pick them, because right now, really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Big play there for Baltimore. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson out to his left. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate. And
that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Dobbins trying the left side. They'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Here's Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going to try and throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on first down. Out to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he gets loose right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. So now once again, the Ravens will go for 2. To throw is Jackson. Steps away. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where?
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume. And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Throwing now is Murray. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Isaiah Simmons
in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Steps away. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 62 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On first down, Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Jackson looking to throw on third. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins shedding through the defense. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, it's Connor, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike 3. Combo. You ain't got nothing.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Being chased out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now that he get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Buying time to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. It appears they're going to throw, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. This one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set him back 5. is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First carry for James Conner, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Murray a give. This is Conner. Runs over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Conner. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Conner. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Conner. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Carson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it with Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Alert, alert. Like 9. It's our time. Switch gears.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Murray now, flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Prater's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. But Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost it in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Good one, boy. Let's go.
First down, Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
7 yards to pick up there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. That's complete to his running back Connor. Shifts by him. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here's Lewis.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 9. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. To Connor on the check down. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Murray off play action. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 9 set to come here in the drive on 3rd and 2. Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And here's Lewis. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Rondell Moore will bring it out.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start with a give to Connor. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
There's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, it's Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On the run is Connor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's got this down to the 35.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Connor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run with Connor, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Murray. That's going to be caught. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. Murray escaping the... And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you...
And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.